Alright, and with that, that is catching up on 2 episodes. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about BabsCon. Unfortunately, I have to say a little bit because we don't have much time left for the episode today. But we are still going to talk about BabsCon nonetheless, and it was fun. And I'm going to go ahead and quickly readjust here so that we know we have a little timestamp for when we discuss it, Babs. Let's start with this. Okay, that image did not work as well as I was hoping it would. Here we go. Here's a bat pony eating a marshmallow. There we go. Alright, BabsCon. I came. I went. I got to drink Kieran piss.
Woo! And he gets after that, he was spent.
Oh, no. There was a lot that happened with the con, but I will try to talk about it as much as I can. BabsCon this year was a bit special because it was a 4-day con as opposed to a normal 3-day. Considering that BronyCon is also doing the same thing, it at least was a nice little warm-up to know what I would be up against when hitting up a 4-day convention later on this year. Now, of course, the BabsCon trip itself wasn't too bad. I managed to get onto my plane, I managed to fly over there, and I managed to land without issue. I was able to get to the hotel without a problem. I actually got a nice room pretty quickly, and I got a chance to just relax. Now, and so the first part, BabsCon went well. No problems there. Got my pre-reg going on. Admittedly, sleeping arrangements were a little difficult. I always have a hard time with hotel mattresses. That's just going to be a problem. First day of the con. Unfortunately, that's when the big problem hit. Now, the problem I always have with BabsCon is food arrangements. Now, the BabsCon hotel is right in the smack dab of a bunch of other hotels. There is very little in the way of fast food or convenient food stops outside of their own area and deliveries. And the problem with California and delivery is everything is expensive. I tried ordering a Wendy's burger to try to keep it cheap. That ended up being $10. I tried ordering a Subway sandwich. That ended up being $12. Normally I can get these things for maybe $7 or $8. There's a few extra dollars on each thing. However, I also found out that BabsCon has a buffet every morning. So I decided, which is about $20 to go. So, no, here's the thing there. It may be $20, but you can eat as much as you want, so I figure I'm going to go ahead and stuff my face silly, and that way I'll be full for the most part of the day until the end, so I only have to worry about dinner for the most part. And it worked out really, really well. And the food was crazy good. Oh, this was awesome buffet food. They had these like little, they look like egg rolls, but they were crepe egg rolls with little cream in the center and a strawberry topping you could put on it. Oh man, those things were delicious. I love that. Anyway, getting back on topic here. So, along with BabsCon here, let me get my camera here. I did take pictures. I posted a lot of stuff on Twitter. I'm not sure which of the stuff actually showed up on Twitter and which stuff I'm going to have to talk about one-on-one here. Okay. Well, the first thing I did, I don't know why I didn't notice this last year, but the BabsCon trolleys had little flags with Rainbow Dash to welcome back Bronies. Along with that, their front desk actually had a nice big screen TV that was playing the Pony movie and Pony episodes as the whole weekend was going. So that was a nice little touch there by them. And now one thing that they did do this year that I never saw before, they had personalized BabsCon room key cards.
They did that for BronyCon as well.
They always do this for BronyCon, but I've never seen this at another pony convention till now. And these ones are really, really good too. The back end actually has the 6-2-1 rule. No, yeah, this is the essential rule that everybody should remember whenever they go to a con. 6 hours of sleep, 2 meals per day, 1 shower a day. Seriously, remember this stuff.
I
Now,
like how they look like they're stuck in the card.
yeah, I do like that. They're just all pressed up, and it's actually kind of cute and fun.
Unless you're me, then it's 2 showers a day.
Yeah, Tech Stallion, you are absolutely right, though. California is expensive for everything, so that's always the thing you got to remember. Being a Utah homeboy, a lot of things are a lot cheaper here. So, yeah, California...
I know, you can get everything for dirt cheap. Like, you can look at a hotel for about $50 here. It's great.
Well, maybe not 50. Maybe not $50. I get about 70 or 80. But
okay, a motel. You can get a motel for 50.
Motel, fair enough. I'll give you that. Yeah. All right. But yeah, I got the chat rooms up here. So if you guys have any questions, thoughts, or anything, be sure to throw them out there. Now the other thing I did is door spam. Of course, this is actually something I picked up from my friend DerpKit, who is one of the big wigs over at BerryTube. He's also one of the admins for Brony's Drinking Coffee. But every year, BerryTube actually puts up a bunch of pictures on their door, and I like the idea of it. It just kind of like personalizes the door a little bit, and you just have a lot of fun just seeing this. Like, man, look at all those pony pictures, and it's all so much fun.
Just make sure they're easy to remove.
Yeah, the one thing I always do, I found a tape that is used for putting posters onto walls and make them removable without peeling.
Like masking tape.
It's like a masking tape, but it's actually specially designed for walls. So I use it for the door. But yeah, all of these come off. Yeah, these all come off really easily. They don't leave any residue behind, but they stick on the entire weekend. So it makes it really easy to pop them on and put them off. But yeah, I ended up actually doing a shout out on several different image boards asking for pictures because the normal contact that I have, unfortunately, was having some issues. And they delivered. These were actually selected out of 100 different pictures that I got hit with. So there was a lot I didn't get a chance to do. Yeah, I do gotta wonder though. Yeah, non-convention goers that go to this, they probably are wondering what the hell is going on with all of this. At the same time, I don't really care. It's a lot of fun. They can deal with it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Okay.
He does not care.
I do not care. But instead, I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, there was a lot of fun here. But they even had their 18 plus panels, which were really hilarious because they had this little poster in front of them. Totally adult badge, Mr. Stallion, sir.
I wonder who the two ponies are that are trying to get in.
Oh, those are just the full version of the con mascots. But I don't know their actual names, but they're the con mascots. I know that much.
I remember I seen a video of somebody, well, actually 2 guys. They found a really long trench coat, and somebody videoed them from out in the hall. One of them jumped up on the other guy's shoulder, stood up, and put a trench coat over each other, and walked in like, I am an adult.
Oh, I found their names.
It was great. And I can't remember what that video was. I should have posted it. It makes me very sad now.
All right. Well, yeah. What were the names?
Okay, the brown one is Copper Chip. The
All right.
one with the copper hair is Golden Gates.
Mhm.
And the silver one is Silver Span.
Nice. All right. Of course, they also have the con booklet, which they encourage people to autograph and sign and do all sorts of fun things. I took up an entire page saying, quote, Dear BabsCon, jelly-filled apple muffins. That is all. And the really horrible sketch picture. It was with a pen, so I'm not surprised it was that bad. Alright, and here's a fun little video here, and I was actually going to give this to Cold Dust, but I didn't. Yep. It's about almost 3 minutes long.
Yep, this has to do with trains. I'm sure of it.
It does.
Oh, is that the thing that I posted, or is that something else?
This is the train that the Railroad Bronies set up so far twice. So far, one last year, one this year, so I think they do this every year.
Oh, they got some N scale action in there as well by the looks of it.
I'll bet you're enjoying this, Cole.
Oh, Southern Pacific. Nice. Oh, they got a nice train of reefers too. Awesome. Including an REA reefer. For those who don't know, REA stands for Railway Express Agency, and that was basically like UPS, but by train.
Do you think you'd be spending a lot of time there, Cole, if you were at that con?
I might try and strike up some conversations with them, but I'm mostly into northeastern roads, and these seem to be mostly western, so I'm not really sure how much I'd be able to talk to them about.
I don't know. It might be a good idea for comparison because if you're.
I am a part of their Discord server, and believe it or not, I actually don't post in there very often. I really need to work on that.
They've got 2 scales worth of trains there.
Looks like 3 actually.
Yeah, they tend to have a big one, a mini one, and a small one. The small one was not running though.
The small one is N scale, by the way. That's O gauge is the 3 rail. The next one down, the middle one is HO, which literally stands for half of O scale, and that's a 1/87th scale. And then there's N scale, which varies from nation to nation. I think for Japanese model trains, it is 150th scale, but only for the stuff that is not the high speed rail, but the small commuter trains and freight runs. This is more than you ever needed to know about model trains, by the way, unless you're planning on getting to the hobby, which, if you are planning on it, hit me up. I've got info. Also, I just really like talking about trains.
And models in general. And just so you know, you wouldn't think of it, painting little 1-inch models is very exhausting.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, I know.
It's like after you paint 3 of them, you're like, I am done.
Actually, the smaller the scale, the easier it gets in the sense, or there's like a sweet spot where it's like, okay, this is just small enough, I don't have to worry about anyone giving a good look at it. I'd call that N scale probably about. N scale's the point where it's like you won't have to worry so much about people staring at it a ton.
Alright, but yeah, that was a video of it.
Nice.
Alright. Now the next fun thing is I was able to actually get into the party room for the MLP Side Tube Anniversary team. It's also a bunch of
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. And we did chat up with them a little bit, and I got to try out a homebrew that they have called Kirin P. Or Kirin Beer, really.
How was it?
It was really good. It has a nice citrusy taste to it. I'm hoping that I can get another chance at it over at Everfree this year.
By the way, have you considered, since that's an entire group of people who put on that event, have you ever considered bringing them on for an interview?
Well, considering I just barely recently got contact with them, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to warm up to them a little bit. Plus, I kind of have social issues, so it was anxiety inducing enough just to get in there.
So you need somebody like me in there then.
Probably.
Whereas
definitely not me.
Hi, new person. How you doing?
I'll talk about trains way too much. So much trains.
Don't worry, Circuit. I have worse social issues than you do.
All right, and also I did go to a bunch of different panels, some of them about bad fanfics. Here's some of the worst fanfics that is recommended to read because they might be intended troll ones, like Harry Potter and the Methods of Rationality, HHHHHH, Metroid High School, Twilight, the girl who was in love with a vampire, Works by Comic Snicks, and Works by Shakespeare Hemingway, apparently. Wow, that's a lot of works. We also read a little bit of My Immortal. It's more horrible than I ever imagined it could be.
I think I know where that Twilight girl is going.
Any case, moving back on track here, let's take a look at the merchandise haul. Because as with every con, I spend way too much money than I really should have buying a bunch of crap that I am going to put on my shelves and cherish it forever because I'm just that kind of guy. But merchandise aplenty. So let's go ahead and start over here. I managed to pick up a new Fallout Equestria book called Dead Tree from Fiara the Tank Girl. the special thing about this book, this is actually 100% original content. It can actually be sold at Barnes & Noble without infringing any copyright or any issues, which no other quote-unquote published book can claim. So that's pretty awesome. Also got a 100-piece puzzle of this awesome scenery that I've seen that this artist has done a few years back. It's just this big scene of this tower. You got ponies all over the place, each of them doing something a little bit different, and the whole image itself is amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say 100 piece or 1,000 piece?
I meant 1,000 piece. I apologize.
Because that thing is enormous, beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful, but I also got a blanket of that, but I don't know if I have a picture of that due to complications. But a lot.
Now that I know that that's in puzzle form, I'm going to be searching for that at the next next convention. I say a few, just the one.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he'll be there so you can pick it up too. I'm glad I got mine though. And apparently the puzzle is actually an extended version of the image. There's a little bit more that they added to it because of last season, including the Kirin.
Nice.
You can actually see the Kirin at the top right there.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Yes, I need it. Okay, I need it. Also, now that you said like massive puzzle and also 100 piece, I'm just imagining how amazing it would be. No, I'm amazing how amazing it would be to just have a puzzle that looks super big and elaborate, but it's actually deceiving, where it's got little marks, like it's got markings on it to deceive the eye into thinking that there are more puzzle pieces than there are, when in actuality it is a 100-piece puzzle that looks like it's for 1,000.
That's evil. I love it.
That is
It
crazy.
sounds marketable. I want to do it.
I like that idea. But moving on here, you also can see I got some ship fit cards. Actually, one of them I got because I trolled Children of Kefensi. I trolled them. They had a challenge where show them a Starlight Glimmer card and they will give you one. They had a Starlight Glimmer card as one of their display props. I showed them their Starlight Glimmer card, and they're just like, you know what? That's exactly what it says. You win on the technicality. Here's your card.
That's the best way to win.
Yes, they're gonna change the wording on that now because of me, but I am so happy I won that.
So what I'm getting out of this is the next time I go to a convention, I need to bring a little bit of cardstock paper and get really good at drawing Starlight on the fly.
That could also work too. Go for that. Go for that. But I think they were asking for a ship fit card of Starlight, so maybe I should bring mine just in case.
Okay. Just in case, you're traveling with me through the buying stuff area. If this is the case.
It might be.
Although I will definitely try the drawing something on the fly first. I need to collect some cardboard.
That works too. You can also see I got a coffee cup. I got a few bath bombs. Those actually came free from one of my roommates because they didn't want them. And I'm always curious to try bath bombs. I also got a spray scent. Yes, that's actually a cologne. A Luna cologne that I'm going to try it out. And if it's really good, I'll probably give a review of it either way. But yeah,
Does it smell like the moon?
Actually, it smells like lavender, but it's still nice.
I'm about to say, is it lavender? Because that's the only thing I can think of for Luna.
It is lavender, but it's a nice lavender, and I like it.
Well, she did put lavenders up everywhere. So.
Alright, and
Yeah.
moving on. And here we got the BabsCon bag that came in the convention, along with a few more shipfic folder cards, including a Snowdrop card, which is completely blank. That was kind of messed up, really. And, of course, the big thing about the con was scarves. Scarves is apparently the big item. Everybody had a different type of scarf. Of course, I had a 4chan scarf already from a couple of years ago, but they had a Kirin scarf, they had a BabsCon scarf, they had a Fallout Equestria scarf. You can see I got the Kirin scarf there.
Oh man, that makes me want to start wearing scarves.
It actually is kind of comfortable, and I did do something with my scarf here, but I'll show that in a moment.
You
can
guys
also
could have asked me what was the next big thing, and I could have told you.
you knew it was
Before
going
you
to be
got the scarf.
scarves.
Yes, because I am friends with about 3 of the people that work the convention.
Huh.
So they're like, yeah, everybody seems to really like the scarves, so we're making new scarves. And so everybody made scarves.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Can't argue that. Here you can see more shipfic cards. I'm not sure if I actually have those sets, so if it ends up being some I already have, there's probably going to be a free giveaway of some shipfic sets. Along with that, I got a Roan pin, a few coins, including an awesome little Chrissy coin. I'll show that in a moment. Along with that, I got a Twilight Sparkle pillowcase and a Twilight Sparkle pillowcase. And a little miniature Twilight Sparkle pillow. It's right here in my hands. It's cute.
And what's with the giant Twilight legs that we're seeing?
That's a Twilight Sparkle pillowcase. It's right next to the Twilight Sparkle pillowcase. I got 3 pillowcases. And yeah, I didn't realize that that there was such a glare on the card. I do apologize for that. I'm hoping I got some close-up shots of them so I can show them off a little bit better. But you can see that, yeah, BabsCon had their own official scarf there. I got a hold of that. And here you can see the BabsCon shirt that I got, along with a business casual Twilight Sparkle shirt, because I want to be able to show off Pony even while I'm at work and somebody important is there. Screw you, work.
Okay, so what's with that scarf with the less than 4 there?
Okay, that's the MLP scarf that was actually done for the 2013 soccer tournament that 4chan did with all of the different boards, and MLP ended up being the big winner.
Right.
Yep, so somebody in Celebration decided to make a bunch of scarves. I managed to find out about it, and I got a hold of one.
I was just wondering about that, because I'd seen that at conventions in the past, and I never really knew why they, or like, you know, what they were about. But, oh, it's nice to have the context.
Yep.
Sweet.
And I decided for a little fun challenge, any pins and badges I got, I was going to put on the scarf. So that's why you see the badges all over the place on that scarf. Along with that, though, I got some
Scarf with any and all pins you could get during the weekend.
well, pins that I like that I could get. I could get so many more, but I kept my funds low for reasons.
I like that Taco Bell pin.
Oh, it's not a pin. That's actually a refrigerator magnet. It's on my fridge right
That's
now.
nice. That is
I got a
really nice.
question.
Yeah?
Did you buy Kieran socks?
I did not see any Kieran socks.
I'm
Pops
sorry,
is selling
what?
them.
Aw.
He made a big old bunch of socks with the Kieran on it, and it had like 2 emotions, one with the tongue sticking out and the one with the cat face.
Aw, dang it. I hope
So-
do you know if he'll be there at Everfree?
He probably will be. It's his job. He runs around, and that's what makes his income, is going to conventions.
You're gonna have to give me some info then. I want to see if I can get a hold of those socks.
He's the one that did the art for the Fallout Equestria book, and the Murky number 7 book, and Pink Eyes, I believe, and he's now working on Project Horizons for the art for that book.
Wait a minute,
think I might
wait.
have come across that table. I'm not sure.
Hang
Yeah,
on,
Hobbs Maxwell. So.
I think we're missing a very important thing here, and that is, so he knows Hobbs. Circuit, you know something that you want to buy from Hobbs. I think that there are ways to make arrangements here.
Well, fair enough,
Yeah,
but
what I do is I buy them from Hobbs, and then I put it up by about 10% increase, and I sell it to him.
Yeah, exactly.
all right. Well,
It's the way to do it.
we'll get back on track there.
Hobbs Meerkat. He does good art. Cool.
We're gonna get back on track here real fast. We got some Prance cards up there, a few expansions, including a drinking one, a Roan coaster, and some people might be wondering what's going on with the Atavi holding a pillow print. I believe that is the meme picture that's going to be floating around at the cons this year. The year before that was like a smug Cadence picture, and the year before that was a Spitfire with her goggles knocked off and kind of in a conked out state.
Well, all I can tell is that the Octavia is adorable.
Oh, it's ridiculously adorable.
I want one.
That's why I got a hold of her. But if I see her at any more conventions, I'll try to grab a few so I can send it to you. Anyway, here is the Mayor's card set that I got. This is the 4th one they've come out with so far. You can also see that it's on top of another blanket here. This is actually a second iteration of the giant tapestry blanket, the same that the puzzle is made of. This is actually a much thicker blanket, so the picture is a lot more clear than it was on that big fuzzy blanket.
Oh, nice.
And it still looks really awesome. In fact, it was so awesome I had to buy it again because of that.
That would explain why you have it in your possession.
Yep. And now to prints. Here we got a beefish print right there, pile of socks. I got a fun little print there for getting the Twilight Sparkle pillowcase. Rainbow Dash carrying an egghead in a basket. Of course, there's also the awesome little print here that they did for the charity calendar. You can also see the charity calendar there at the left. And I think I got some close-ups of some of this stuff here. And yeah.
Can I get context on Diet Furry there?
Yes, you can. I actually wanted to get a better shot of that. Diet Furry. There was apparently a furry convention that happened a month or two prior, where they actually held a poll. Are bronies furries? The answers were yes, no, and they're diet furries. I believe Diet Furry actually won, but I'm not sure about who really won altogether. But apparently the context of that was so hilarious that somebody made Diet Furry badges, and I couldn't help but buy one. Because I thought it was funny. But I also you can also see right there, I got a couple of awesome art prints from Andy Price, which I am more than happy I got a hold of. And let's see here. And also, there's there's my lanyard and badge for the convention. There's also a little print that I got with the Dead Tree book. Here's the Andy Price sticker that I got. The many emotions of the main 6 and others. And here is something that I'm going to troll Toa with. The many emotions of a robot pony from Roan. This is our Toa now, everybody. We will make OC art of this Toa, and we will force it onto him. He will have a robot pony by the end of this month. Or so help me.
I like that robot pony. I like that medic pony. It is funny.
Yeah, DM12, I love the old ponies one. That was one of my favorite prints, and I was so worried I wasn't going to be able to get it. So I'm really, really happy that he still had some left when I finally got one. And also, here's a close-up of Diet Furry.
Second, you know I'm down for doing that. I'm down for having a more expressive character, but I just like being a vice there.
Yeah, and I just like trolling you. Alright, and that is it for the convention information. Thank you so much for paying attention to that. The whole convention itself was a lot of fun. My flight back, I actually had a little bit of luck. Apparently they oversold the seats, and I was worried that they were going to have me move to a different plane. Instead, they pushed me up into the Comfort Plus. So basically, I got into the really big, cushy seats that are at least $200 more for free.
And you get free alcohol in those seats.
No, I didn't get any free alcohol.
They still make you pay for the alcohol.
They still make you
No,
pay
they
for it. Well, I think
Not on Delta.
You know, it was Delta.
In Comfort Plus, you do get free alcohol.
Huh. They didn't offer any.
You have to ask for it.
Because it's
Darn.
assumed you know it's free.
Fair enough, but hey, I got a free seat anyway, so I'm not complaining. Anyway, that was it for the BabsCon convention. They already announced that there will be another one in 2020. I am going. So I will have the con report for next BabsCon.